Timone Gaming!
Timone Show, Push-to-Core Gaming.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I have one viewer that that comments on everything, and he'll be like, "Oh my god, that's so cringy."
Nice, but he still watches.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. Well, he's also part of my channel team.
Give me a heel.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. That's good.
You and your yas.
It really does help me sync up the audio with the video.
Oh, I believe you.
So I looked. That's why you were downstairs in between episodes. I looked up how to get to the thing, kind of.
Okay.
So I kind of have an idea. Hopefully, this episode won't be me
a Chad
having
playing
no
prey
idea
episode,
what
huh?
I'm doing.
Won't be him just running around.
You didn't figure it out yet, so.
No, I didn't figure it out, but at least I know what path to take now. Last time I've been trying to figure out
Just
what path to take.
You can apparently grab onto the bird's feet, and they can carry you a ways.
This
What?
is not
It's a
Lord
real
of the
thing.
Rings.
Where'd
Yeah.
you figure this out?
I read a bunch of stuff online on this game.
Well,
You better grab onto that bird. Is gonna take you where
It's
you
a
need to
trick.
go.
It's
I
a
could go
trick
this way.
to do it. Yeah, but apparently, like,
it's a trick, so it's not even a thing that you have to do. It's just
no,
a
you don't
trick.
have to do it. This is a trick. But yeah, like I said, a lot of this game is all about the replay value of it. Going back and getting all the items, you can get really cool stuff. Like,
I think this is the way.
yeah,
I like how this bridge right here looks like it's just like, and then the bridge over there looks like it's
just like
modern technology or whatever. Like,
I think
modern
it's just like,
civilization
you
or
know, like
whatever.
that
Modern
was just
technology
natural
for the game.
The natural formation of the land caused
There's
that.
right- I
No,
don't
the,
think I've
the
been
bridge
over
you just
there.
caused, like the bridge you just, like this one over here, with all the freaking.
Yeah. Looks like a rib cage.
I had to build something
long
like that.
ribcage.
I had to build something like that in downtown Chicago for the NFL draft, where we had to put in all these domes and we put all this like these skins over it that had like the NFL logo and stuff on it. It was just like that stuff though. We had to weigh it down.
Why
with,
did you like work in construction or something?
No, I work in staging, and I work in entertainment.
Oh, okay.
And so when the Chicago, I'm in a union, so when the Chicago local needs extra hands, they'll call our union, they'll call other locals for extra support. And they needed us for the NFL draft that year. Like Chicago was contracted for NFL draft for 3 years, but then it got canceled and it only did 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how all that stuff works, and I don't know like where all that money goes to where like the. But
I'll hurry up.
See, this
but
is
yeah,
where
we
I'm
had
lost.
to we had
but
to
I know this
construct. We had to construct the big pillars and domes and stuff like that, and we had to put skins over it that had the logo and stuff in there because it was going to be a big inside area. It took up all of Congress. It took up all of the street of Congress.
Man, look at the
graphics. Like it was huge. It was weighed down by these like the big cement blocks or whatever that have the cutout in, and they have the little indent out of it or whatever. Outdent.
You know what would make, you know what would make this game like 10 times crazier? If this game was in 3D.
Crazier?
Like, could you imagine this game in 3D?
Like you had to be wearing goggles to watch it, or the.
Yeah, like 3D dude, it would be so freaking awesome. I think. I mean, just looking at how everything kind of pops out at you, without it being 3D. Like I saw a leaf falling out, I was like, whoa! I thought it was like coming out at me.
Oh wait, is this the way I came?
Or falling in front of my face.
You know what, dude? Just having one of those curved TVs would probably just make everything just stand
4K?
out.
4K?
No, the ones that are curved on the edges?
Yeah, the ones that are curved. Like, it's just like watching a movie, because like when I saw Black Panther in IMAX.
Yeah, they bend it out a little bit.
We didn't see it in 3D IMAX. Right. We just saw it in regular IMAX.
Well, which
but
IMAX?
I'm
what
like,
theater did you see it?
You don't really need the 3D when
what
you're seeing IMAX.
What theater did you watch it in?
Showplace 14.
See, that's the problem. Like, okay, for those of you listening, if you live anywhere
Wait,
else, like we don't have true IMAX.
16. It was Showplace 16.
Yeah, we don't have true IMAX.
Yeah, we don't have true
IMAX. It's like
IMAX.
it just kind of bends out the edges a little bit.
Yeah, but when you're watching IMAX, you don't really need like even our unsatisfactory IMAX. We don't need to. You don't really need to have the 3D because a lot of that stuff still flies at you anyways.
Well, true IMAX is like literally like a full 180. like all around you, you can see.
Oh, I remember seeing Indiana Jones like that as a kid, dude. Where I was all
yeah,
like,
dude.
where,
I
like,
almost
the whole thing is all like the theater, and I'm like, or the screen.
That's
like,
true
whoa.
IMAX. Yeah, and I saw one of those. I saw one once when I was a kid, and it made me dizzy. I remember that.
Yeah.
Because they were like spinning down this like rope or something. I was like, holy shit.
The first movie I saw in IMAX that was actually the thing that kicked this whole 3D IMAX obsession off was Avatar. When it came out, we went to
movie.
We went to Chicago and watched it in IMAX 3D, and it was amazing because when they come across that tree and all the stuff is floating around the tree, it looks like it's in the room with you.
Oh, I know.
Like, it looks like you could just grab the stuff.
I think that movie would have only been good if you saw it in 3D IMAX. If you just saw it regular, like they're like, dude, because then you just focus on the plot, and you notice that the plot is nothing. But
but that's how I saw the movie, and it was 3D IMAX. It's the only time I've seen the movie. Okay, I'm going backwards.
See, I would have been blown away by that.
Blown away by its poopiness.
Yeah.
If anything, it's not really a poopy movie. It's more like a stinky fart.
Like,
you guys really think the movie sucks? Like,
it was okay.
The object
I think it was
after
overhyped.
is called unobtainium. That just made me want to shoot myself in the head.
Yeah,
right there.
that is pretty much the most pathetic, pitiful.
And
idea.
It was just basic. It was just a basic plot line. You know, like it just had really cool visuals and really cool effects.
Like Transformers.
But not even Transformers don't even have that. Like Transformers have
it's
a bunch of just stuff that looks like metal colliding together, and you hear talking in it, and and like you can't differentiate.
Differentiate.
I thought you were like differentiate, like
differentiate.
To like remove the Frenchness.
You
you
can't tell who is who.
It out of there.
You can't tell who is who that's fighting each other in the Transformers. You just see a bunch of stuff just colliding together, and
that's true. There are some scenes that are like
that.
There's an
explosion. I'm like, what's going on?
Jumped on the
Where did Shia LaBeouf go, dude? He got replaced by Marky Mark.
Yeah, right.
What's going on?
That's nowhere.
I
thought
one of cursed sploosh, like a turd in a toilet.
Totally dead on that. God, this is so frustrating. I don't know where I'm going.
Why you know where to go, Ken? All right, so let's crack into one of these questions here.
Crack it up, cracker.
Would you rather relive the same day for 365 days or lose an entire year of your life?
So would you rather have to repeat
now this
a year
is so freaking circumstantial.
Or lose the year?
I'd rather lose a whole year of my life because nothing goes on in my life that's that important.
I'll tell you what.
To where I
I
couldn't just get recapped by people that be like, because how I hear it is you still are living that life, but everything that happened.
It's like Groundhog's Day for a year.
There's Groundhog's Day for a year, or you live a whole year of your life and you just black out that whole memory of that year.
Right.
And I'd rather have that.
That's an interesting
I'd rather have that.
response. I would think most people would choose to relive the day. I mean, you could. Now, here's my question. Like, now, do you get to choose this day? You know, like, do you get to say, okay, if you go out, if you decide to go and do something.
Are you saying do you get to choose the year?
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna
or the day that you relive.
I would picture it as whatever.
Or is it random?
Wherever your next day is, that's where it starts.
Okay, so you kind of get to choose in a way.
No.
Well,
like,
you could plan the day.
No.
Before.
As soon as the question is asked, it starts your next day.
So your next day is the same day that you were just living when the question was asked to you?
No, like your next day is when it starts.
Okay.
So it's gonna.
So you could jurisdict kind of what is going to happen that day.
Yeah, I guess.
In a way.
Kind of, yeah.
Right. See, I think in that situation, I would rather relive the day because I could plan out. I could like literally fly out somewhere or something, or go to any place within reason. You know what I mean? And like then have that be the start of my day, and you could do, maybe go somewhere fun, go to like, you know what I mean, or like maybe if it was a day on spring break or something, or
I thought we were talking about a year.
Yeah, it's a whole year of the same day.
it's a whole year of the same day,
Oh.
or
Like Groundhog's Day.
or it's a year of you blacking out your memory
and not living
and
that day.
and not remembering what happened for that whole year.
Right, so it's circumstantial. I think if it was a really crappy day, you wouldn't want to
Like,
relive that for
and
65
that whole
straight
year,
days.
you're still yourself. You're still like, it's not like
It's
you're
like Groundhog's
it's
Day.
not like you're drunk and belligerent and you're
Right.
just like, that you don't remember any of this stuff. All like you threw up on that hooker shoes or whatever. But you're still yourself. You're still conscious in that year. But once that year passes, you don't remember anything that happened.
Essentially,
it becomes blank slate.
Essentially, you are Bill Murray. It's basically like Groundhog's Day.
Well, being Bill Murray would be great.
Maybe it depends.
It depends. Personally, like I don't think he's probably that cool of a guy in real life.
He's kind of crazy in real life.
Yeah, in real life he's kind of crazy, and seems like I heard, like, I read this story that he like somebody took a picture of him, like, while he was eating at a restaurant, and he walked up to the dude's table, took his phone, and threw it out the window. But apparently he bought the guy his phone, a new phone.
A lot of celebrities get to a point where they crack, and because they're being followed all the time.
It's kind of on them.
They're
though.
being
it's
hounded
the price
by
of being a
fans.
multi-millionaire.
Well, being a celebrity in general. They're. I mean, you gotta imagine people bugging you all the time because you are who you are.
Right. Well, that's the price you pay for being famous, I guess. There's a give and take to
It
everything.
is.
You know?
Like,
and it sounds awesome being famous. Like right now, being nobody sounds awesome. Hey, I'm famous. Everybody loves me for my work, for what I work to do,
or whatever. Unless Kim
that
Kardashian
sounds awesome,
doesn't work.
right? But when it's an everyday, all the time thing.
Well, you can't even go and buy groceries because there's people outside your house.
You don't get to live
well,
a
those
normal
people
life
are
at
so
all.
rich, though, they can have people buy their groceries for them.
But
we're talking about
you just
that's
wanna
why
go and do things.
That's why you pull a Brad Pitt and just grow a long beard and wear aviators everywhere.
You just want to be normal for a day, and you don't get to be ever.
Well, that's why they dress in disguises, man. Which they can do that.
I mean, that it sucks that you have to, though.
I am a master of disguise.
Like, the paparazzi is so crazy, dude. Like,
nowadays,
they'll do anything to just snap a photo.
Yeah, they'll watch you from the moment you walk out your front door. So.
Oh yeah. Well, that's,
even before they'll try to get snaps of you while you're in the shower and
stuff. Like I said, there's a give and a take. And here's the thing: without the fans that follow, that are obsessed with you and all that, you would not be famous. So if
I'm dead again.
So if a guy comes up and
kind of still would be, because people are still gonna watch your movies. People are still gonna do.
But that's what I mean, though. So all those people who watch your movies and stuff, if they see you out on the street, they're gonna look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just.
And that's fine,
And you're always
being approached by the casual fan, like, oh hey, I love your stuff.
But see, that's what he's saying. Like people get sick of that. If
I'm saying that type of stuff is fine.
That's that's part of what they get sick of, though. If you have 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 20 million people who throughout the course of time come up and say, hey, I like, you're sitting there like, okay, I've already had 1 million people come up to me and say this exact same thing. I'm getting sick of it. Go away. You know what I mean? A lot of them get that way.
I'd kind of just be all like, hey, if you really want to hear, or if you really want to express your thoughts, whatever, try to call in on this next radio show I'm doing.
Well, that's specific to what you do, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're an actor, though, you couldn't give them that type of a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're Will Ferrell, like, I've heard that he's kind of a penis.
Yeah, but I've also heard that he's not. It depends on
it depends on the story.
If you have to deal with people every single day, you're gonna have a
bad day. And then if you say the wrong thing, now
it's gonna be amplified because people like negative press. They love it. It's
right.
It's exciting.
And when you're in the entertainment field, dude, even bad press is still good press because you have people talking about you. It's gonna It's gonna lead.
They're just gonna want to see you. You're gonna become more popular, even if it's in a negative way. So, like Christian Bale.
I mean, look at Miley Cyrus's whole career.
Like
it's based on like.
I almost spit my drink out. You dick.
All right, we're at time on this episode. So.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do?
What, jump off the cliff?
Hold on.
Eventually find a
Give
way
me
to
a
go.
minute to see where this path is taking me,
Okay.
okay? So, talk about Christian Bale some more, but try to be nice, because I've heard that... I don't know. I saw a video where Christian Bale, like, a bunch of people backed him up and said he had a bad day.
Dude,
You
no,
can't-
dude. I saw another situation where he yelled at a guy for he made a
What
guy
did he
look like a
do?
complete idiot for
What did he
asking a
do?
question. He was at a convention where they sit on a panel and somebody asked him a question. He basically was like he treated them like they were an idiot. And I don't remember what was said, but I wasn't that long ago that I saw it. And I don't know, the guy just seems arrogant to me based on his demeanor even. So
He based his whole entire American Psycho character off of Tom Cruise.
you serious?
I
Is that what he
heard
said?
that.
Yeah, he said that.
This looks like where I fought that flying. It
He
is
just
where I,
seems like an idiot.
it is where I fought the
Yeah.
flying thing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna end this episode.
Ken's gonna look
I'm
go
gonna
on Google.
figure out how the heck to get to the next Colossus, and then we'll go to the next episode. So
Yeah.
thanks again for watching us here at Push the Core Gaming. Thanks for listening to the Timone Show. More discussions coming up for both, and we will catch you guys Push the Core Gaming on the next episode. Timone Show in a second.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.